Hey, Rose.
Huh? What is it? You're sounding all serious on me.
It's about my duty as a shepherd.
You're supposed to defeat the Lord of Calamity written about in the Earthen Historia, right? What about it?
I met the Lord of Calamity on the battlefield,
You did, huh?
but I was no match for him.
Even your resonance was cut off.
Oh, so that's when I came to the rescue. And?
What do you mean, and? This journey is going to be dangerous. Honestly, I don't even know if we have a chance to win.
I'll help you find a way to win. And if we can't, we can always run away. We'll be all right. You know the reality of the situation and what your capabilities are, and that's fine by me.
Thanks.
For what?
For everything.
Not sure I get what you mean, but you're welcome.
There isn't a problem. If there is, we'll just run away.
I can't believe I'm on a journey with real-life Seraphim.
We're gonna be counting on you.
Gah! Pleasantries are fine and all, but disembodied voices give me the total willies!
I can't believe I'm on a journey with a real-life scaredy cat.
Miglia, look! A giant tree stump!
Judging from the growth rings, it looks like this one's at least 1,000 years old.
You counted them? What, are we boring you?
You can eyeball this kind of thing, you know. Look, see? This width accounts for about 20 years. If the trunk is at least 50 of these wide, that's 1,000 years right there.
Hey, look! There's a part where the growth rings are super concentrated.
You're right. I wonder why.
There was probably an era with a chilly enough climate that the sun barely ever broke through the clouds.
Oh, I see! So that's why these growth rings are so close together.
And that's approximately 1,000 years ago.
Amazing! Trees are history books growing right in front of us.
Impressive that you even noticed that, though.
You just need to think more, is all.
Saray, look around you. Saray, look carefully at the ground.
A city? Have we reached Rollins already?
Yep, this is Lastonbell.
Whoa! It's freaking huge!
Aha! A Roland's Atlas beetle!
Oh yeah? I never saw one at Alicia! That's the coolest thing ever!
And it's thanks to folks like you that you can unload these for a hefty sum.
Nope. Wrong.
Huh?
This is a Volgram stag beetle.
Oh, a stag beetle!
Oh, well, they're pretty much the same thing, right? They both have horns.
Completely different. Atlas beetles have horns, but stag beetles have prominent mandibles instead.
Duh!
Wow, Dezel! You know so much!
Just common sense.
So they're different body parts, but are they used the same?
They're both used for wrestling, but the stag beetle also uses its mandibles to hide under dead logs and in muck.
Got it. Related but separate tools.
Right. Like a butter knife and a shiv. They look similar, but only one'll go clean through the ribs.
Oh, I don't...
Not my area of expertise.
You two. Why do I even bother?
If I make the oath, will I get power like Lila's?
Don't even think about it. That oath is way more trouble than it's worth. Work on honing the strength you already have instead of relying on that mumbo-jumbo, and you'll develop special skills all your own.
You mean you've got your own skills?
You bet I do.
Yeah? Like what? Show me.
You sure you're ready? I'm impressed. Didn't think you had it in you to act like a grown-up for once.
You're getting weird.
You sure you want to see it? I don't normally show it to just anyone, but for you, I just might make an exception.
Never mind. Forget I asked.
Heh. It must get lonely, being Mickleo. Mickley only.
Honing the strength I already have.
Freezing fracture!
The power of purification ain't no joke. Here you go.
There may be some herbs out here. Be on the lookout for them. There might be something nearby. It seems there's a treasure chest near us. Wait, that's... this aroma. Saray, look around you. There must be herbs around here. There might be something nearby. Quick.
Ow.
Saray, look carefully at the ground. It seems there's a treasure chest near us. There may be some herbs out here. Be on the lookout for them. Wait, that's... Saray, look around you. Pretty rock, I gotta say.
Orpiment, often found at the bottom of volcanic fumaroles.
Well, it sure is a brilliant yellow.
Once it was used as a colorant, but that is all behind us now.
You know all about this.
Of course, I'm an Earth Seraph. I don't bum around.
Edna? You okay?
Orpiment is also known as arsenious sulfide. You would know that if you'd been reared properly.
Oh yeah, that stuff. It's used to make poison, right?
Poison?
Chill out, we don't use it. But it's supposed to be a type of arsenic.
That's incredibly lethal. You should have told us in the first place.
I've been telling you this entire time, you butt.
Oh, arsenic? Really?
Nice.
Really? Really? There might be something nearby. It seems there's a treasure chest near us.
Line up and wait. Those who don't comply shall be punished.
You gotta be kidding. I don't have time for this.
An inspection?
It's the army. What do you think? There's gonna be a real war going on real soon. Odds are they'll be detaining you, I bet.
Huh? Why me?
You back there, pipe down!
Sorry!
You've heard the rumors about the shepherd, right?
Yeah, in Highland, I think.
Right, but the latest word is he's made his way to Roland's.
Huh, no kidding. Crazy.
Does the Roland's Empire think unfavorably of the shepherd?
You bet they do. The knights have seen what he can do in battle and are all up in arms, and the church has branded him a heretic. As if that wasn't enough, there's talk of mysterious happenings going on in town.
Next!
Oh, looks like I'm up. On that note, watch your back out there.
I thought we'd be fine, but now I'm not so sure.
I think it's best that you hide who you are. But the idea of making someone like you tell a lie is like...
It's like trying to convince your best hen to lay hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah.
Guess we better get ready to make a run for it.
We have a pass and everything. Just chill. I got this. Just no creepy head voices for the time being. Got it?
So long as you don't cause any trouble.
Okay.
Just keep your mouth shut.
Next!
I am Sergei Strelka, captain of the Platinum Knights, defenders of the glory of the Roland's Empire. In cooperating to ensure the Empire's peace, you prove your gratitude as much as your loyalty.
Is he always like this, or are his boxers just chafing him?
Here you go, our Merchant Guild pass. We've come to Lastonbell on business, specifically the collection of a bill.
The sparrow feathers, are you? Quite impressive.
We've got a strict deadline, no time to waste. The place of business is the liquor establishment on the main road.
Ah, yes, Boris's Canteen. That place certainly gets an awful lot of business.
And we deeply appreciate being a part of it. Is there anything else?
No. My gratitude for cooperating with our inspection.
Thanks for all your hard work.
Next, you there. Quite some garb you're wearing. Are you this young woman's guard?
Oh, a girl doesn't dare travel alone.
Then why does he carry an ornamental sword?
He knew that Soray's sword was ornamental? He's seeing right through us.
He's less of an idiot than he looks.
Wait, there are people watching. Well, you know, we have our reasons.
I'm asking your guard here.
Crap.
Repeat after me.
Please forgive my unquestionably suspicious appearance. The truth is, I am the son of a provincial lord. Lord!
Rose,
That's right. My husband here is nobility.
What? You're married?
Never had I lifted anything heavier than a fork in my life, yet by chance did I fall in love with a traveling merchant. In the throes of passion, I threw my money and land away to be with her just over a year ago.
You did?
Even my wife didn't know the full truth. The cruelties of the outside world taught me how feeble I truly am. But even so, I knew a husband has a duty to protect his wife. So I wear an ornamental sword at my side as a hollow pretense of strength. Laugh at the weak will of a sad, broken man. Ah! Sorry.
You're doing your best. It's cool.
Oh, my dearest, your sweet words are succor to my tired limbs.
Sow the seeds of love and they will bloom no matter how arid the terrain. Live and be strong. Next!
I don't know how that worked, but I think we made it. Thanks, guys.
more like we just lucked into the perfect audience.
A win's a win.
Turns out it's handy to have an invisible woman on your side, isn't it?
I suppose. I'm sorry I told you to be quiet.
So it's alright if we communicate directly inside your...
No, it's creepy and obscene.
Obscene? I'm not obscene!
Come on, let it go, Lila.
Alright then. I assume that we're on our way to Pendrago now?
Well,
But Mikleo, this town looks all kinds of exciting.
well, it does, so
We really ought to poke around at least a little. Did I nail it?
guilty as charged.
Sounds fun. I'm game.
Bunch of children.
That's why we get along so well. And someday we all will.
You mean seraphim and humans?
Wilkus Wilk. Hey, Saray, what does my true name mean?
Oh, it means rose is rose.
Rose is Rose. Isn't that kind of lazy?
Is it? I mean, I made it on a whim, but I thought it seemed fitting.
It was an urgent situation, after all.
But Princess Alicia used to be a squire, right? What was her true name?
Melphis Amechia. It means Alicia the Smiling.
Oh, I see. So it's not lazy, you're just being biased.
Huh? How?
My smile is pretty gorgeous too, you know.
Quit it, Rose. You're scaring me.
Rose, that's just how Saray is.
Yeah, I know. Maybe his name should mean Saray is Saray. Is there any sort of rhyme or reason to what happens when you fuse equipment?
Great question, Rose. You're right. There's nothing random in the fusion of equipment.
Can you just tell it to me short and simple before I fall asleep?
Sure. First, the rules for fusing two different equipment skills only apply to those located in the same slot.
So it actually does matter which slot each skill is positioned at.
Yes, what skill is placed in which slot is a very important factor in equipment fusion.
So it's important to...
Well, it's... Huh? Are you asleep?
Hey, Rose! You dropped something.
Oh, thanks. That's the equipment order form.
Order form? You mean the one you have to bring to the storm?
Yep. Are you interested?
I guess I do wonder about how business and trade really works. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you lived your whole life without money.
I hadn't really seen it before I went to Lady Lake.
Well, money's an important part of human society, especially considering the equipment we use can mean life or death out there. You want to learn?
Yeah. Please, teach me the basics.
Dezel, you're quite knowledgeable about Hellions. So are Lila and Edna.
Of course. They're my targets. You have to know your enemy.
Well, yeah, but sometimes I run into some that psychologically I just can't stand.
Then you must become more knowledgeable about them. It's easier to deal with if you just treat them as data stored in your brain.
Does it really work that way? You do have a point, though. I'll try to take things in a more positive light.
I can't protect you forever, you know.
Dezel's wind-stepping skill sure is useful in traveling around.
Yup. When you say wind, speed is definitely the first thing that comes to mind.
Wind isn't the only thing that relates to speed.
What do you mean?
There's only one source of power. And besides, there may be multiple factors that influence the outcome.
I'm not sure I get what you mean.
It doesn't matter if it's water or fire. You can produce similar effects depending on how you use those powers.
Dezel, do you think you can teach me how to use them?
I can only teach you the basics. The rest all depends on you.
Looking out for others as always, huh, Dezel?
Whatever.
So which one of you influenced the other into ruin exploring mania?
Man, I don't even remember.
You were the one who started it, obviously. Always dragging me around like that.
But you were the one who first took interest in the treasure hunting aspect of it all.
That's only because I wanted there to be some sort of overarching goal to what we were doing.
Well, I've learned one thing from all this.
What is it?
That I don't care about this stuff at all.
That's all you got out of this?
Dezel, do you know a lot about ruins?
I do have some knowledge about them since I've been around. but I've never been interested enough to explore.
It's really fun to imagine what these artifacts have been through over the years. Ponder over our new discoveries, close in on the truth, or expand on what we already know.
I do have the ability to sense certain smells left behind in the earth, to detect humans and certain objects left behind since ages past.
Whoa, you can sense through smells? Is that something even someone like me could learn?
You can learn through experience to a degree, but you need talent if you want to truly master it.
I'll try my hardest. Let me know if I overlook anything important.
Yeah, as long as I don't get into the way of your precious hobby.
I never thought I'd see so many Hellions. Kinda makes me feel guilty for not being able to see them before.
You should. Ignorance is a crime, you know.
So, don't you think the quality of equipment is crucial in surviving tough battles?
They also say that true masters don't choose their weapons.
But since we're no masters, I thought it might be better if we build relationships with the shop owners and order from them.
Yeah, well, they say the relationship only lasts as long as the money does.
Yeah, I agree. So what I'm saying is, it's important to build a relationship with the shopkeeper rather than just haggling to get the price down.
I can't even tell if you guys are arguing or not. Water, pierce my enemies. Sharp ice, crack and scatter! If I can just exert control over the diffusion here. Couldn't quite suppress it enough. But I'm starting to get the feel for it at least.
Hang in there, buddy. Boy, I gotta say, that improv act during the inspection sure was a hoot.
Yeah, Lila in particular was getting way into it.
To tell you the truth, I've always loved performances like that. I've been wanting to try one out my whole life.
I gotta say, that was pretty sweet, coming up with those ridiculous lines on the fly.
We Seraphim have way more experience than you folks.
Now that you mention it, that's right. A Seraph's age basically has nothing to do with their appearance.
How old are you actually, Lila?
I'd like to know that too.
I feel like she must be older than me.
That's classified.
I guess your ad-libbing prowess only applies in certain situations.
Rose?
Ah!
Oh, please excuse me. Is this better?
Yeah, much. So, what's up?
I just wanted to thank you properly. Thank you very much for saving Saray in the battle.
Oh, think nothing of it. It was a spur-of-the-moment kind of thing.
Maybe. But your courageous acts and spirit were very moving.
They were?
Hey.
Ah! Come on, show yourself! Now, what do you want?
I was just going to tell you not to overdo it with all the flattery. Also, sorry for surprising you.
Just don't do it again!
I apologize too soon.
That was even fiercer than when we saw her in battle.
Something smells good. It must be beef bourguignon. Oh, hey, Dezel. What are you—
Shh!
Huh? What is it? Is something wrong?
Dezel's been holding up his pendulum and standing in front of the pot for quite a while now.
Why is he in the kitchen anyway?
Maybe showering the food with love.
He's doing it all wrong. Besides, does it even look like he's showering love?
Could it be some kind of curse?
Damn it! I can't reproduce that taste on my own.
Huh?
Huh? It looks like he's been looking into recipes on how to make beef bourguignon.
He's definitely got his own way of doing things.
Now that you mention it, whenever he eats, he does seem to take his time and savor the flavor.
What is it he's trying to do? Wait, that's...
Oh my! Don't those potatoes look scrumptious?
Oh yeah, radish bells. They're on the smallish side, but they're super sweet and delicious.
They look like they'd go great with butter.
That, or you can just bake them and sprinkle with salt.
Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious.
You know those have got poison in them, right?
Poison?
Oh, yeah, something like that.
Eat enough, and it'll be your last meal.
Well, sheesh, you just gotta cook it thoroughly, right?
Nope. That actually strengthens the poison. You're even deader now.
How about if you cut the eyes off? Does that fix it?
Whoops, still dead. Radish bells contain poison in both the eyes and the skin. Now you remove all the skin and slice out the eyes. It's perfectly safe.
Hey, Lila, where do you think you're going?
I'm afraid this conversation is a bit...
I think she has some concerns about your food safety standards.
This aroma.
Get out of town! What do you mean they're selling elixir?
It's true. Word around town is that the nobles in Highland and Rollins can't get enough of the stuff.
But how are they getting access to it? I thought the church controlled the entire supply.
Well, they say they've got the church's blessing, no pun intended. And apparently the damn stuff actually works. Longer life, fresher breath, everything.
Well, don't that beat all?
What beats all is the price of that junk. You gotta be one rich chump, let me tell you.
Yeah, I should have guessed as much.
The church is selling elixir now?
Something sounds off about that.
Is this belfry all machine run?
Yep, it's what Lastonbell is famous for. Gears get moving, the bells get swinging, and it sounds like the most entrancing music.
Now that's something I'd like to hear.
Wow! You'll only get something like this in the City of Artisans. Such craftsmanship.
Oh, an art appreciator now, are you?
I wonder how the motor works.
Don't ask me.
I hear the sound of the drawworks. They're probably utilizing the power of the aqueduct running underground.
Aqueduct?
Really? Nothing I can see suggests that.
That's because it's a hidden refuge area. This place was built as a fort in the first place.
Oh, so that's why this place is surrounded by castle walls.
Before it was a fancy belfry, this was a communication tower for sending smoke signals.
So much history everywhere. This is too cool.
Guys seriously geek out over the weirdest things.
Well, let them have their fun.
Yeah, I suppose.
but goodness, we usually reserve such sensitive matters for later hours.
My apologies, Your Grace. I merely wish to offer my gratitude for the services.
It is appreciated, but you must understand, Cardinal Fortin and the other high clergy have very strict requirements for us.
I am aware, Your Grace. Be assured that my organization will be most generous in our contributions.
It looks like that is the town sanctuary.
Shall we?
Saray, look around you.
Mioma, Losroff Roulet, Hefson Yuland, Lukai Yerlin?
You okay?
Are you not feeling well?
Fethmis Mioma, Losroff Roulet, Hefson Yuland, Lukai Yerlin. Fethmis Mioma, Losroff Roulet, Hefson Yuland, Lukai Yerlin!
Whoa! What are you doing?
You tell me! When I formed the pact with Lila, she told me I had to remember those in like 3 seconds. And now I can't get them out of my head.
It was an emergency. I couldn't help it.
Lila can be pretty forceful sometimes.
I wish she were a ghost. She'd be less scary. Weren't you going to check out the sanctuary?
A murder case, huh?
It's very disturbing, even in Roland's. There might be something nearby. Got a request. Church of Roland's.
Roger.
This must be the sanctuary.
Not a very old building, but still, remarkable architecture.
Hello? Is there anybody home?
If they are, they better have a voice and a body.
No one's here.
Ghost?
I mean, no guardian seraph.
No surprise, given that priest we saw earlier.
They're all like that. Everywhere you go these days.
Well, what should we do? Look for a seraph who can bless it?
Huh. I wouldn't know where to start.
You know, it isn't necessary to get completely hung up on restoring the blessing.
You sure?
It should be fine. There isn't all that much malevolence around here. And besides, it's not like you can go and save the world all by yourself.
Absolutely. The most important thing right now is that you broaden your perceptions and hone your powers.
So that we can stand up to the Lord of Calamity, right?
You'll have a hell of a time with that if you can't even tell when you're being followed.
Who are you talking to? The stained glass? Didn't you have urgent business at the restaurant on the main street? What was the name again?
Yes, right! Boris's Canteen!
There's no restaurant by that name.
He's alone. Let's take him down and get out of here. Can he see us?
Nope. He's just that good. Have fun with your human friend, Saray.
Huh? Seriously?
This is a human problem after all.
Come, I shall apologize for deceiving you. And then... you're going to tell me who you really are!
Too close! Let's go! Storm Rain! It's time! The storm is coming! With all my strength, I shall slice evil! My wrath!
You held back. You'll regret it later.
I'll be fine. I appreciate you looking out for me.
Even your comeback is weak.
Are you speaking with Seraphim? So during the inspection, you really were...
I must apologize for lying to you, Sergei.
It is I who owe you an apology, gentle shepherd.
Huh?
Only in the clashing of blades may one gauge a man's strength. Might I ask your name?
Saray.
Shepherd Saray, I beseech you to lend me your power. For the sake of Roland's.
But we've heard that the Roland's Empire is on edge because of the Shepherd.
It's true. The Knights treat him as a dangerous wild card with a level of power comparable to Cardinal Fortin. And the Church views the Shepherd as a threat to the Cardinal, and therefore a heretic.
The Cardinal is the number 2 figure in the Church, first in line to succeed the Pope.
On paper, she's an aide to the young Emperor, but in reality, she holds the reins.
Verily. And she is said to be capable of causing the same miracles that the Shepherd can.
The same as the Shepherd?
What is the meaning of this? Since when have the Knights been so brazen as to let themselves into the sanctuary unannounced? Don't tell me you have come here intending to stain the ears of our faithful with foul lies about Cardinal Fortin.
Father, I would never...
Spare me your noxious dissembling. Get out of here at once.
Come to the park. We'll finish our discussion there. Sorry about earlier. I didn't want you to have to see that. Things weren't quite as bad between the Knights and the Church when the Pope was still around.
The Pope?
Pope Macedra was a kind-hearted philanthropist, whom the former Emperor greatly trusted. Even the Knights would have gladly carried out any order he might give.
Wait, what do you mean was?
He went missing about a year ago. As if prepared for the confusion, Cardinal Fortin took the stage, and soon she had seized all political power.
So, you think the Cardinal had something to do with the Pope's disappearance?
Is there proof?
None. I had the combined powers of the entire Knight Squad on the case, but no clues turned up. But any knight who snooped around the Cardinal went missing. 18 of them in all.
Subtle.
I don't want to admit it, but in order to stand against the Cardinal, we need power that exceeds natural capabilities. Shepherd Saray, I know it is wrong of me to ask, but can you help seek out the true nature of the Cardinal?
The Cardinal resides at the church in Pendrago, right? I thought commoners weren't allowed inside.
It's true. I'll try to pull some strings on my end to get you permission to enter.
All right. We'll meet with the Cardinal.
Oh, frabjous day! I shall make the preparations immediately. Milady, please forgive me for dragging your husband into all of this.
Huh?
Let us reconvene at Pendrago. Once you've arrived, come to the Knight's Tower.
He seriously thinks you two are married?
What a weirdo.
But
He's so pure.
A pure idiot.
I can tell this is gonna be trouble.
But at least it's getting us inside the Shrine Church.
Right. While we're at it, we can probably tell the higher-ups in Rollins our side of the story.
Though something tells me those higher-ups are going to be the real problem.
It seems like the Guardian Seraph became a Hellion.
Looks like the Church and the Knights of Rollins really are at odds.
And here I thought they were both supposed to protect the people.
Herd mentality always prevails when people sort themselves into groups, no matter the situation. It can be helpful in lending authority to institutions that wouldn't otherwise command it. But more often than not, it generates malevolence, leading to great conflict.
Like wars, you mean?
Yes, in the most extreme cases. Even the conflict between the Knights and the Church could be considered a war, if on a much smaller scale.
War is the people's history. I read that in a book once, and I think I get it now.
Would it be better for me not to get involved?
What do you think?
I want to know. Even if the reality is bleak, it is still part of the world we live in.
Then let us go forth. This is your adventure.
No, it's our adventure. Mine and those who believe in me.
I don't think any dogs have barked at me for a while now.
There's the reason why.
Is that Dezel? Looks like the dogs are flocking to him.
What? You want something?
No, I'm just a little surprised. You're okay with dogs?
Of course I am. Dogs are silent partners. You haven't given them enough of a chance to know better.
But dogs do bark.
They only bark because they can sense your anxiety and aren't sure where it's coming from.
In other words, it's because you're afraid of them in the first place.
Well, I'd argue that they bark at me first.
It's so hot again.
It truly is. I think I'm gonna get sunburned. Edna, do you use your umbrella for protection from the sun?
As you can see.
Do Seraphim get sunburned too? I guess it makes sense since Edna has really fair skin.
Edna's umbrella can be used to avoid the sunlight as well as rain. It can even be used to push back the Hellions.
Oh, wow! So it's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone.
Not quite. It's also her signature item, so it's more like killing 4 birds with 1 stone.
If that's true, then really it's like killing 5 birds with 1 stone since she has a cute mascot character attached to it.
And it's also something she can change depending on her mood, so that's actually 6.
I'm like Cinderella with an umbrella.
I must say, that was a good one.
Not to mention a lot of dead birds with 1 stone.
So, do you think Rose has gotten used to us being around yet?
Yeah, I feel like she mostly has. She may be a big old scaredy cat, but she's pretty adaptable.
I'm not so sure. That fear of hers may run deeper than it looks. Remember, it was powerful enough to suppress even her prodigious resonance.
With the help of someone we know.
I don't have to apologize for anything.
But even so, Rose tagged along of her own volition. I'm sure she'll be just fine.
I want to believe she will. Human compatriots like Rose are 1 in a million.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, in more ways than one.
What's so funny?
I was just thinking, maybe we're the ones getting used to Rose and not the other way around.
Very likely.
You're talking to Lila and the others while they're invisible again, aren't you? Creepalicious!
Guess she's still got a ways to go.
It just takes time and patience.
I'm sick of this Norman collecting already.
How is that possible? Everyone knows you love him. You've even got one on your umbrella.
Rose, better not to mention the mascot.
It gets long.
I love long stories. Go ahead, lay it on us.
Okay, but don't say I didn't warn you. This little guy here? You can pull out his head to stretch out his neck, like a giraffe.
That's what you meant by it gets long?
Same goes for the nose, too. Max length, 1.5 times its height.
Ew! That's not even a Norman anymore!
That's right. This thing's like a talisman, an amulet, a rabbit's foot, a periapt, that sort of thing.
I don't quite get it, but sure.
A charm you carry because it's special to you, right?
Not really. It was given to me, so I put it on.
That's a whole bunch of Norman we found.
Yes, an abnormal amount.
But I gotta say, their abilities really are helpful. Why does everyone leave them alone?
Yeah, you'd think there would be droves of Seraphim asking for their help.
Long ago, there was in fact an enormous demand for them. They were booked up for months at a time.
So why are they just wandering around now?
One day their leader, well, their leader-ish person, rose up against the extreme work conditions, demanding autonomy for Norman Seraphim, plus a significant raise in wages. He called on the other Norman to join the fight for independence.
A Norman revolt? Were there many casualties?
None. The only one pushing for independence was the leader-ish fellow. The others were simply like,
We don't mind helping, but it'd be real sweet if we could get maybe a 300-year break between crunch time.
And that was more or less that.
So easygoing. But that's Norman for you.
And what happened to the leader?
Well, that's a whole nother...
After a protracted battle with another Seraph, he lost and was never seen again. Or so the story goes.
Huh. So Norman have their own history too?
Lila, I get. But you sure know a lot about Norman, Edna. You really must like them a whole...
I just hear rumors, that's all.
Hey, Seraphim grant blessings and good fortune, right? What kind of good fortune would you guys bring?
Mine would probably be something like academic achievement.
Let me guess. Lila would be family safety and security?
Quite possibly.
I suppose I'd be perfect health.
You? Really? That'd be odd.
Not really. I've been hit by lightning on multiple occasions. Tumbled off the peak of Rayfalk, gotten caught in an enormous landslide. Stubbed my pinky toe on the edge of the dresser, gotten a tiny fishbone stuck in my throat. And yet, here I am, safe and sound.
Holy crap! Well, okay, some of that was just regular crap, but still, whoa!
You really are lucky, Edna.
To a bizarre extent, even. But it's how I survived being near my brother even after he had turned into a dragon.
This town's just bursting with sinister rumors, isn't it?
Yeah. No wonder they call it the Age of Chaos.
And a lot of them sure sound like the work of Hellions.
If you're interested, why don't we investigate?
But we have someplace to be already.
Taking a little side trek isn't gonna kill us. It's not like we promised a specific time frame or anything.
I'm with Rose.
Me too. It's a good opportunity. Why squander it?
Fair point. All right, let's do it. No regrets.
Except the regret of getting involved.
There's something I want to tell you, since you've acquired the power to armatize.
Yeah?
Hidden arts are stronger than martial arts. Seraphic arts are stronger than hidden arts. And martial arts are stronger than seraphic arts. That's the basics. But we can only use martial arts and seraphic arts, which means that Seraphim aren't able to accommodate all types of enemies. You guys can use martial arts and hidden arts on your own. And during armatization, you can use hidden arts and seraphic arts.
Human, Seraphim, and armatization. So we can compensate for each of the 3 different types depending on how we use them.
Yeah. For example, for enemies that don't use any seraphic arts, it would be more advantageous if you armatize. Of course, you may encounter enemies which can be taken down more easily when you are not armatized as well. It just means that the armatization isn't all-powerful.
Right.
There's the advantage of being able to concentrate 2 powers into one. But there's also a disadvantage to that as well. Assess your situation at all times. But the worst situation you can get yourself in is getting in a pinch from overthinking things. You gotta find your own balance out there.
I'll take things one step at a time. Thanks, Dezel.
So, how's it looking for the new hideout?
We're still looking into it. Mallory, the Patinal Forest, seems like it'd be an ideal place, though.
Perfect timing! We wanted to ask you about something, boss.
I figured you'd need me to come along.
It's not about the hideout. It's about our job as the Sparrow Feathers.
We can't decide on which product to purchase. Mabo buns or curry buns? Which do you like?
Mabo curry buns!
Isn't that just your personal preference?
Nope, it's a rational decision I'm making as the boss of the Sparrow Feathers. This is just what the world needs! The sheer deliciousness that only this combination can bring!
Sounds kinda subjective to me.
Fine, we'll go with that.
You guys do all kinds of stuff.
That about sums up what we do. And we don't do jobs just for money.
I see.
That's why we make our actual living as merchants.
Well, mostly Agil does.
I'm the one who gives the okay on bringing out new products.
All right, we'll be going back now.
Boss, try and drop by the Forest of Mallory if you can. Everyone's already gone there.
Will do. Take care, y'all!
It seems there's a treasure chest near us.